Hey everybody, it's J.K. Walker and I'm coming at you with the infamous GPEC3. Now this one looks a little bit weird, I know, right? Because it's got a green connector and a blue connector and we're using a green screen, so that's why it makes it look like it's see-through right there, right? But this is the ECM that everybody has seen. Hey, you got to peel it apart. You got to crack the back off. You got to heat it up and chisel away at it with flathead screwdrivers and stuff, you know, and all that. But not with ECUHero. Not only can you do this on the bench, but you can even do it by OBD. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to clone one of these ECUs. Step number one is first we've got to log into the software using our username and password that we've created on the ECUHero.com website. So we're going to go ahead and log in here. Now once it connects, it's going to say, hey, our scan tool is connected. We've got our OBDX Pro GT that we've got connected here. So we're going to identify the module. And it's going to say, hey, would you like to license this ECU? Of course, we want to license the ECU, so we're going to select yes. Now it's going to display our current VIN, our original VIN, our SRI miles, things like that. But all we really need out of this PCM is the EEPROM, right? Because the EEPROM is where all your VIN, SRI miles, everything like that, your security data, all that stuff is stored. So we're going to go ahead and read that. And once we've read that, we're going to save that. So we're going to save this as demo GPEC3, right? So we're going to save that. It's going to tell us to key it off, key it back on. We select OK. Now, is what we would do is if we were at the vehicle, of course, we'd swap in the new ECU. But since we're right here, we're just going to swap them over right there on the bench harness. So now I'm going to identify that. And as you can see, that one there is different. Now is what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to select our EEPROM. And then we're going to select write. We're going to select that file there. And we're going to hit OK. And now it's writing the EEPROM. It's going to tell us to key it off. Then key it back on. So that's what we do. So now that we've keyed it on and keyed it back off, we're going to identify. And as you can see, our current VIN and our mileage has changed. But hold on a second. We still got to do that operating system. So one thing that I didn't do is I really didn't take note of what that operating system is. But I'm going to look back here on the back of this ECM and see what it says. Right? So if I look, it's pretty much the same operating system as this one. Except, you know, it just had a different version in it. But is what we still want to do is we still want to write that even though, okay? Even though we did the EEPROM, we still want to write a flash to it even if it has the correct flash in it. Even if it already has the correct flash in it, we still want to write the flash to it again. And that is something that I cannot stress to you enough. And the reason for that is the way that it works and everything lines up. If you don't want it to have a code in it saying it's the incorrect calibration or an aftermarket calibration or whatever that code is, I don't remember the code off the top of my head, you have to make sure you write the flash after you write the EEPROM. So now it's going ahead and it's erasing the sections. It's writing the first section, right? So there's two sections that it's going to write. This process should probably take, by the time it does the first section and the second section, about 3.5 minutes or something around there. So what we'll do is we'll come back at the end of that and finish this up. Alright, so the flash is over. It says it took 3 minutes and 33 seconds. So now that we've finished the flash, we're going to key it off. We're going to key it back on. Alright, so we hit OK. Now we're going to re-identify it. Now we should be good to go. Now this PCM is cloned. So at this point, we're rocking and rolling and the vehicle will start. And yes, it was that simple for us to clone the infamous GPEC3. No hammers, no chisels, no screwdrivers, no heat, no glue involved. So if you're out there and you see people and they're telling you that you need to peel the back off and do things the hard way, tell them you don't have time for that. Because you're going to use ECUHero because it's going to save your day. So make sure to head over to ECUHero.com and pick yourself up a device and some tokens so you can be a hero.